For this series in Spacecraft Guide, we are going to focus on the Space Shuttle. We're going to concentrate on the flight instruments to teach you how the astronauts flew the Space Shuttle in flight and in orbit. In this issue of Spacecraft Guide, I am going to continue to teach you how to fly the Space Shuttle by focusing on the flight instruments. And this one we're going to have go over a button that gives a lot of information on what you need for flying specific systems button. And to get to that button, we're going to have to go into the primary flight display. And when you click on it, it takes you to the primary flight display. Now we're going to go down here to the flight instrument menu buttons, and we're going to select this one, the data bus button. And when you click on it, it takes you to the data bus button page. You see we have the data bus button, and what it does is it maintains the current flight instruments multi-electronic display system display, but allows the user to choose flight critical data buses 1 through 4. Okay, so flight critical data buses that tie the general purpose computers, the GPCs, to the flight critical multi-display monitors, or MDMs, integrated display processors, IDP, heads-up display, HUDs, HUDs, electronic interface units, EIUS, and master event controller, MECs. So this, you can see, is doing a lot. This button is pulling in a lot of information. And if we go down to General, we're actually going to go into the Guidance, Navigation, and Control System. And coming down here, we see about the GPCs, General Processing Computers, interface with the various systems through the orbital's forward flight and aft multiplex duplexers. The data buses serve as a conduit for signals going to and from the various sensors that provide velocity and altitude information, okay, which we have in the primary flight display, as well as for signals traveling to and from the orbital propulsion system, orbital aerodynamic control surfaces, and display controllers. So what this is talking about here is the data buses and what they do for the shuttle. And here it's in the guidance, navigation, and control. So it's a really, really important button to get information to the astronauts. So if we go back to the data bus button page, we'll see that this button here is really very critical for the astronauts to know what kind of information that they are using and what information that they will be able to get to, especially in emergency situations or flight critical situations. Now, if you like it, please subscribe, like, and share this episode with all your friends. And now for my Patreon subscribers, and that is, if you are free, you can still join us, so it doesn't cost anything, and you can get we're going to go really in depth on how the system works. So if you are a subscriber, even free, to my Patreon page, and you click on schematic,